Hello, my lovely crochet fans.
Hello, my lovely crochet fans. Okay, so today we're going to be making the Sally patch. Last time we made Oogie Boogie patch. For this is the yarn that I'm going to be using. I don't have the wrapping, so it's not going to be purple. It's going to be turquoise. Okay, and then we're going to need white. I don't have a wrapping for this, but this is the 24/7 cotton DK white. And then you're gonna need a little bit of red. I do apologize, but I cannot remember what red this is, but you can also just use 24/7 DK cotton and get red. I will try to find this and put the link in the description, but if not, then just use the DK version of the 24/7 cotton. Okay, so now for the turquoise, we're going to do two of these together. Now, since I did the Oogie Boogie, oh, and of course you're gonna need, I'm sorry, but of course you're gonna need a little bit of black too. I'll have all of the links to everything in the written version, but since I did the Oogie Boogie version and the face, the circle is the same as the Oogie Boogie version, you're just gonna follow that pattern. So you're still gonna need your 3.5 millimeter hook, you're gonna need scissors, your stitch marker, and your yarn needle. But you're gonna go ahead and do the Oogie Boogie version of the circle. I'm going to put that in this, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to put all of the details onto the face. Chain 5. And then we're going to join. And then we're going to chain 1 and put 10 half double crochets into this ring. Okay. And here is where I will use my stitch marker. And then we're going on to round 2. Round 2 is 2 half double crochets into each stitch. round 3, we're going to do 1 half double crochet in the first stitch, and then 2 half double crochets in the next stitch, and then we're going to repeat it all the way to the end. Okay, so now we're moving on to round 4. Round 4 is 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 half double crochet in the next stitch, and then we'll just repeat that to the end. Okay, now we're moving on to round 5, which is going to be 1 half double crochet in the next 3. So 1, 2, 3. and then 2 in the next stitch. Okay, and 2 in the next stitch. And then we're going to repeat that all the way to the end. Okay, so now we're moving on to round 6, and round 6 is 1/2 double crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 2 in the next stitch, and then we repeat that all the way to the end. For round 7, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do 5 half double crochets, one half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 2 half double crochet in the next stitch. And then you're just going to repeat that all the way around. Okay, so we're all done with our turquoise color, and we're going to cut this. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our red to go around our border. So you're going to insert your hook. Actually, you can take this off. You don't need that anymore. You're going to insert your hook through these loops. You're going to pull that out. Then you're going to put your red on. And you're going to pull the red through. And then you just single crochet all the way around. Okay, so now we're going to do Sally's eyes. We're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to join. And then we're going to chain 1 and put 10 half double crochets into the ring. there is her eye, and then we're just gonna join to close the ring. There we go. And there is her eye, and you just leave a long or kind of long tail, not too long, for sewing. Tie it off. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to make another one. Okay, so now we're going to make Sally's lips with this red. So we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to join. And we're going to chain 2. 1 and 2. And we're going to put 2 half double crochets into the ring. 1 and 2. And then we're going to do 4 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to do 2 half double crochets. 1 and 2. Then we'll do 1 double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2 and slip stitch to end. Now it should kind of look like a heart, and I'll show you how to make it look like a heart. I'm going to cut a long tail for sewing. Okay, there we go. So actually I can show you right here. So we pull that to make it tighter, and then we just take a needle or yarn. We can just pull it through. Well, actually, use the needle because you want it to come down. So right about there at the very, very top of the bottom part of the lips, you want to pull through, and then we're gonna pull it down like that, and it kind of looks like a heart, see, or maybe a pumpkin. I'm not even sure, but it should look something like this. So once you sew it on, it's gonna look like lips. Okay, so now we're gonna put Sally together. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put on her eyes. Her eyes are gonna go, because here's 1 row, 2, so maybe 2 rows up, just like that. Then we're just gonna sew around. Okay, so now that we've finished the eyes, we're gonna do the nose. Now for the nose, you're gonna cut off a small piece of yarn. And I'm just gonna take, thread it, I'm just gonna stick it right here. I'm gonna flip this, and then I'm just gonna put it through here, because really what I want to do is just tie it, so like that. Then I'm just gonna put a little knot, that, and I'm gonna do that again to secure it. Okay. Then I'm gonna take the other end, that, and the nose. If you cut a long enough yarn, you can use it for the nose and the mouth. So for the nose, gonna go here, and it's just gonna kind of be an arrow, so like that, and then we'll have to come back in. So maybe right here you want to go through the yarn to hide that you came back through, like that. And then it's gonna go in an arrow, so like right about here. And there's our nose. Okay, and then we're gonna have to sit this to the side real quick. We're gonna come and we're gonna grab our lips. What is going on here? Okay, all right, there we go. I'm gonna thread the lips. And the lips are gonna be like right here, I guess. And I'm going to go straight through the middle. There we go. Don't pull too tight, but just a little bit to make it look like lips. There. And then come back and we'll go straight through here. Each little stitch. Try to keep them straight. Now, can tie this off. And I can just use the stitch. I can weave this in to the stitches here. Go. Then I can just cut this off. Okay. There. Now, the last thing we have to do is eyes and mouth. So before we do the nose, I mean not the nose, before we do the lips, not the lips, oh my god, the mouth. Okay, so we're gonna come through in the eyes, because Sally has these little, she has big eyes but little dots. So right through here, what we're gonna do, gonna come through like a part of a stitch like that. To flatten it out like that. I don't want to pull too much. And then right part of the eye, like right here. See? Okay, and then we come like through here, and then again through here, and there is our eye. And then we'll have to do the same thing for the other side. Go through here. Don't pull too much. Then find the spot right there. There we go. And then we would go here and then here, like that. There we go. And there is her eyes. Kind of think this one is more, it still looks good. Okay, so then we would bring our yarn down. So we go maybe 4 spaces up from her lips. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So like right here. And then we go into the middle of the lips. Like that. Then we do 4, we go on the same line. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here, come in, go back into the middle of her mouth, like that. Pull it a little bit more, but not too much. And then what we do is we would come back up here where we came in before. Well, actually, no. Go back through there. We go right here above it. And then we go right below it to make our tags. There we go. Gonna have to pull this, it's too loose. Go. And then I'd have to pull, nope, not that one. There we go. Too loose. There we go. That's better. It's not so loose. So there. Okay. And then we go, we just do 4. So here, then here, and then again Actually, I messed up. I should have put one here. I'm gonna do 4. There we go. Then one here. And probably here. Like that. And then you'd skip the lips part. And you would do one here. And then here. There we go. Then there's one like right in here and here. Then another one here. And the very last one would go here and here.